All right, man. So we got to talk about Brandon Aiyuk. Brandon, as we said, responded. The Niners have been really talking a lot for the last month, and we've been waiting for Brandon to say something. He had that post on social media, which was very cryptic. It was like, first of all, it needed to be translated for, white people like us. But once it was translated, it was still like, man, I still don't really understand what you're talking about. But then when you thought about it more, it's like, okay, I think he's saying that he has trust issues and he doesn't trust the Niners anymore, and they're in his rearview mirror. That makes total sense.
Yeah.
But I wanted more, man. And then we got it. Because he has a YouTube channel, and he posted a 17-second video, and the title was just so perfect. It's called When the CTE Start Hitting in Jamba. Because the Niners I don't know if the Niners are making it seem this way, or if we're making it seem this way, or we're just wondering. Like when he posted that thing on Instagram, you look at the comments, people are like, man, what's up, dude? Like, do you have CTE? What's going on? So he's having fun with that. Like, yeah. Clearly
it's
I
fun
got
to have
CTE.
Yeah.
Sure. So he's having fun with it. And this is the video that he posted. Here it is on his YouTube channel. Brandon, I'm not gonna post the music in the background for monetization purposes, but I will post this just incredible visual. Here it is. Boom. Yeah. Ooh. Oh, here comes his wife. She's like, oh, is that vlog mode? And he's looking outside being like, why are you I'm dancing. There's his son being like, don't really understand what's happening. He's like, nope. Oh, wait. He's going to go down the escalator, going down that escalator. And that's it. That's his whole response to the 49ers. I thought it was pretty cool, man. Like, the Niners are talking a lot. And he's basically just dancing and saying, you know what? I'm above it all. What do you think of Brandon Aiyuk's response?
I mean, he's just he seems like he's losing it a little bit. But he looks like he's still in California. So,
Okay, here's my take. Since you don't have one, think about mine for a second. You're too young for this, maybe.
Okay.
Do you remember 20 years ago? How old were you when Chappelle show was on?
Yeah, like 10 to 13.
10, 13? Okay. Did you watch it? Like, were you into it, or was it a little?
Yeah.
It was the biggest show on television. It went for 2 seasons. It got renewed for a third. They gave him a $50 million deal. This was a huge deal. It's 20 years ago. He walked away from it mid shooting the 3rd season. And no one understood why. He just walked away and apparently went to Africa. And before he could explain himself, it seemed like Comedy Central put out that he'd gone crazy. Yeah. He was insane. He'd lost his mind.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. And so eventually he got to come back and be like, hey, man, I didn't go insane, and I had all these reasons. And when he explained himself, it really made him a legend. He went from being, a star to being a legend. And now, he sells out every place he goes, anytime, no matter what, because people see him as more than just an entertainer. Like, he stood for something. He was cool. I wonder if that's a little bit going. I'm not saying he's Dave Chappelle or anything. He can't express himself like that. Yeah. But the Niners are kind of making him seem nuts. Like, we haven't talked to him in a year. He won't communicate. All right. Well, if he could play football, does he have to say a word? If he can dance like that and beat man coverage, does he really have to say a word?
Yeah, I don't know, man. It seems like he's still rightfully pissed off. I just want to know, like, I really wish we knew what set him off. Like, was it negotiations? Like, or was it just he wanted to be treated extra special and be able to wear his own shorts? Like, I'm just curious what it is, because it seems like he's kind of acting like, I don't know. It seems like he's acting like a little kid, which I've had BA's back, and I love BA, and I'd love for him to come back. But he seems like he seems butthurt. Like, that's the only way I can really describe it. And I don't know why.
But doesn't he also seem like, yeah, I would say he seems butthurt. I've been butthurt before. It's not a good feeling. It hurts in your butt. But what I would say is that doesn't it seem like he's kind of like, in a way, like admirably stubborn? Kyle's stubborn. Like, this guy is standing on business. Like, he is not backing down. And I kind of respect it. It seems like all the people who've gotten paid by the Niners and stayed in their good graces,
for sure,
did a couple of things in common. They kiss Kyle's booty and they kiss Parag's booty. Like they take the insults during the negotiations, they swallow it, they wipe their hand across their mouth, and they say, you know what? I love being a part of the 49ers. I don't take it personal. I don't think that Aiyuk ever did either of those two things. And I think he paid the price for it. And now you're looking like he's crazy. Maybe he's crazy for walking away from all this money, but I bet he has $50 million in the bank right now. He's not starving. He's
Yeah.
going to get another opportunity. And again, like when a guy actually stands on business, it's funny. Like people call him crazy. It's like, how could you walk away from this? It's like, well, I don't know. I got principles, and I'm not going to just be a butt kisser the way freaking Debo. Sorry. Debo's Mr. Best Friends with Kyle until he's not. You know what I mean? Like, I've never pretended. You think Debo really liked Kyle? Or he's like, you know what? I like getting targets. I like that you gave me the ball twice as much in the Super Bowl as Brandon.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Like, my big thing with Brandon is just, again, that's why I'm so curious, like, what set him off, right? Because if you think about it, even like if we follow that thought process, like, okay, sure, what if he was just like, I don't care, you guys insulted me during negotiations. Then why did you run back to Kyle and say, don't trade me? Like, that's my biggest thing is what happened after that. Like, like Shannon Sharp and Ochocinco said, like something had to have happened that like really pissed him off,
but
for him to be willing
Brandon
to get over
really
it.
acted. They're trying to make it seem like he doesn't want to be on the 49ers. This is what I want to talk about. So he responds yesterday with his little dance on YouTube, which is trolling the Niners. Fine. We asked Kyle, Eric Branch asked the question first. San Francisco Chronicle is like, you know, is there anything? Clearly, Brandon didn't act well, and he's partially responsible for this divorce.
Sure.
But is there anything you wish you would have done differently? I mean, it's like in any divorce, both sides are culpable, and it's not like one's a victim and one's a monster. Like, what do you think you could have done differently? That was a great opportunity for the Niners to show like some self-awareness and to look generous, you know, and not stop taking shots at Brandon. And he's like, I don't know. We haven't talked to. I can't really say that there's something we could have done better because we haven't really been able to talk to him since he got hurt. It's like, what? Yeah, I mean, it's just been so hard to just get him in the building ever since last October. And then I followed up. I was like, yeah, but like we saw him at training camp every day. We saw him before games in preseason and the first 3-4 weeks of the season. So is there something else going on behind the scenes that we don't understand? He's like, yeah, obviously. It's like, well, hold on, man. If you're saying you couldn't get in contact with Brandon, he's on the field. Why don't you walk over to him?
Yeah.
Why don't you just walk over to him? But Kyle seems like the kind of guy who makes you walk over to him, which probably works with George Kittle, Trent Williams, Deebo Samuel, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. But Aiyuk's different. Why don't you walk over to him? I mean, I think Sean McVay would, Mike Tomlin would. Is it really that kind of a power contest to see who's got the upper hand? Is it that important?
Yeah, and that's my thing is like, I mean, like maybe BA just is like a diva, you know? Like, I don't know. Like he signed the contract and the shorts thing happened and all this stuff. Like maybe he did just want to be like that. He just wanted.
Is Christian not a diva? Is George not a diva? Is Kyle not a diva? Am I not a diva?
But that's
aren't we all to a degree? We're performers.
And that's what I'm saying is I think like maybe he just wanted to be, like you said, like he wanted them to treat him special and they didn't. And so he was just like, you know, like
because to get the special treatments, you gotta be nice. You gotta play nice. Theory, and he didn't.
And maybe that was his thought process, right? Is I took less money than the Browns or the Patriots offered me. I could have gotten broken off to stay here because you guys said you wanted me and you needed me, but then I signed the contract and you didn't act like you wanted me or you needed me. And so maybe that's what hurt him. I don't know. All I know is it really sucks because this team needs a wide receiver one bad. And I feel like if there's, unless it was something like crazy personal that went down, just mend the fences and get him back on the field.
Doesn't Aiyuk seem like the kind of guy who's like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm misreading him, but I've been covering him for 5 years. Seems like the kind of guy who's like, you know what? I got FU money. All right. Like I got 50 million in the bank.
Yeah.
I don't like the way I'm treated here at all. I want to be on this team, but I don't like the way I'm treated here. So I'm going to walk away from the rest of this. Even though he tried to get it back, like I'm accepting that I'm not going to get it. I'm going to leave. I'm going to dance on YouTube. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm going to let you talk about me. And I'm going to bounce back somewhere else. And maybe I won't make the same amount of money, but I'll be happy. I'll be in
Yeah.
a situation I want to be in. And you know what? You guys will be disappointed that you don't have me because I'll be balling. Maybe I won't make as much money as I was before, but you know what? Money isn't everything. I'll be happy. I'll be balling, and you'll be wishing that Ricky Pearsall was doing what I'm doing. How about that?
Yeah, and here's my thing too is the one thing that triggered me, and I don't mean to pull him into this just to poop on him, but in my opinion, I hated when they interviewed Brock about it, and he said, "Oh, like there was not, there's nothing I can do," and I wasn't thinking in my head, I was like, "Bullshit!" Every quarterback goes to bat for their receiver, every single one. When they have a star receiver one, when contract negotiations come up, they go, "Dude, pay him. He is my boy. Did you not just see what we did together?" And then when Purdy goes, "Well, I mean, there was nothing I could do." That is such a crock of horse shit. I can't believe it. Like,
and there's also like what you said, and I know people don't like to hear it, but like you always said, that was a hospital ball. And like,
for
I mean,
sure.
I'm not saying it was an irresponsible throw, but in a sense it kind of was because like you floated that pass. It had nothing on it. He went over the middle like a good teammate. He didn't shy away from it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you gave that safety every opportunity to just destroy him, and he did. So again, I'm not saying it's your fault, but how about you should be, if anyone should be at the hospital, like bringing flowers and chocolates and playing PlayStation with the dude, it should be you.
Exactly.
Man. I'm not saying you owe him an apology because you don't, but you owed him like something, man. And it felt like you just washed your hands of him, like, oh, the organization is down on him. Well, I'm down on him, like, nah, man, you helped him get paid, but he helped you get paid, dude, straight up.
And that's my thing is I think, and I will say, I think Brock's learning. Like, I definitely think that was a learning because you see him now with Ricky and Kendrick. Like, he's dancing with them, dapping them up. They have their handshakes and everything. He was never like that with BA. And BA and Debo tried being like that with Purdy. They would come to the games with Purdy jackets on, talking about how he's MVP. Purdy never reciprocated.
Also, let's compare before we move on. So Brandon Aiyuk, they're making him seem like he's not only like losing it, but he's like a bad person, like he's Antonio Brown or something. Let's compare him to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is towards ACL. He's going to be rehabbing somewhere this offseason. Yeah. Let's say he decides he doesn't want to rehab in Kansas City. Let's say he misses a few phone calls or he's not that communicative. You know what the Chiefs aren't going to do? Void his guarantees. You know why? Because he's Patrick Mahomes. These rules, these stipulations only matter if they don't want you anymore. If they want you, it doesn't matter. And I think Brandon's mistake here is thinking that the Niners still wanted him. Or he just didn't care anymore. Because Patrick Mahomes can literally do whatever the fuck he wants to do this offseason while rehabbing. He can tell the Chiefs, he can not tell the Chiefs. He could be in Missouri, he could be in Alaska. As long as he's still alive and under contract, they'll say thank you.
Yeah. And like that's my biggest thing, right? Is like with BA, obviously BA is not completely not to blame. Like obviously something broke down with him as well. But at the end of the day, when you are dealing with high-level receivers or cornerbacks, you have to kiss their ass. You have to. That's just who they are as a personality. T.O., Jerry, Amon-Ra, CeeDee Lamb, Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, all of these guys thrive on getting their asses kissed.
How about Puka Nacua? The guy seems kind of unstable.
Yeah. Like, you just have to do it. It comes with the territory. So in the Niners, like you said, Kyle
or
is
you
not
don't,
that...
or you trade him and you move on.
Yeah.
You don't give him the extension and then bust their chops about little stuff.
And the only one that Kyle would do that for was Debo because he loved Debo.
Yep.
So
you're 15 pounds overweight. That's okay.
Yeah, and he never did that with BA. So it seems like BA just wanted to get Debo treatment, and he never got Debo treatment.
No,
he didn't get Debo treatment from Kyle. He didn't get it from Brock.
That's Kyle's fault for giving double standards out here. We all know that you have like your favorite players and that
Cabo click,
whatever you want to call them, man. Aiyuk was never in it. He wanted to be in it.
Yeah.
He resented the hell out of never getting in, and they thought, well, we'll just give him money. Yeah, money's nice, but like he was a first round pick. He wasn't as thirsty for it as Fred was, as Kittle was, as Debo was. Those were later picks. this is a first rounder who probably had like already 15, 20 in the bank by the time he got to his extension. Like he wanted respect, and you never gave it to him, which was funny. I mean, it's like you didn't know him. And now you're trying to act like, hey, this guy's just crazy.
Yeah.
How can he walk away from money? Because some people stand on business.
I mean, he was in the doghouse his rookie year. Like they knew he had an attitude. There's no way. It's like, dude, I just didn't even know Brandon had this in him. It's like there's 0%.
Was Jimmy Ward insane when he had a problem with Kyle Shanahan? I mean, Jimmy Ward didn't clash with him and then left.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of players who have there's some who get along with Kyle for, some obvious reasons. There's others who really didn't and clash and don't talk about it. But Brandon's been the one who's been the most vocal, the most in the public eye about it. And again, if you're a Niner fan, you hate him. But if you're just watching the NFL, I think it's interesting that it took this long and it's this guy who's finally been this
like in my opinion, I'll tell you right now, if they trade for Justin Jefferson, you know what Kyle's gonna have to do? Kiss his ass.
Yep.
Like
he will.
Yeah.
And he will.
And
just like he did for Debo. Just
you want to know
what the question I would wonder if I was Aiyuk is like, how could you give Debo that treatment and not me? I'm objectively better than Debo. But again, the answer I think is that's because Debo played ball. Like Debo would go to Kyle. Debo would go to Kyle and laugh at his jokes and pretend like he cared or really cared. I don't know. I don't know how Debo worked, but he played the game. He had a real working buddy relationship, which is what Kyle wants, and Aiyuk didn't.
Yeah, Brandon just seems like one of those people that he's not fake. If he doesn't really fuck with you, he's just not.
But don't you like that? I mean, it's like if you were in an office and you saw some dude who's constantly like in the boss's freaking office, not doing his job, not practicing as hard as us, but doing the buddy thing and getting rewarded, you fucking hate it.
Yeah.
And you'd respect a dude like Aiyuk who doesn't do that stuff, but is still the number one dude in sales or whatever the metric is week in and week out. Like that's the guy you'd want to like actually be friends with. I'm just saying. Like, it's easy for the corporation to make that employee look bad.
Well, and I think it also so with all these rumors, right, coming out, like the Niners really did make a big push for Justin Jefferson.
Yep.
If it's as big as a push as these rumors are making it seem, that could have been what set BA off. Like, what the hell? Why? I'm right here. Yeah. Like, I'm literally right here. I was drafted the same year. Why do you think he's better than me?
And you got to realize, like, the fact that he never got the treatment he wanted, the fact that the quarterback would go to Juwan Jennings over Brandon in the Super Bowl, the fact that the quarterback treated him just like any other teammate, the fact that the coach treated him like any other player, where does he want to go? He wants to play with Jaden Daniels, his best friend. He wants to be like embraced like he's part of the family.
Yeah.
That's what he freaking wants. And the fact that the Niners would give him millions and millions and millions of dollars, but not is so interesting. Like, all you had to do was give him a hug. You didn't have to give him all that money. Give him a freaking hug and invite him to Cabo and you'd be good.
Like I was saying, like if they watch, like this is a learning experience. You could already see it with Brock and the other receivers. Watch if they somehow trade for like Justin Jefferson. Watch how much Brock and Kyle kiss his ass.
Dude, Kyle was all about Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
Like he got here. He was like, oh my God, this guy is so incredible. Emmanuel Sanders. I mean, man, Emmanuel Sanders could do whatever he wanted. From what I heard, that dude was like renting Lambos and Ferraris the week of the Super Bowl. Like he was like a legit bad influence on the younger. This was before Aiyuk was on the team. But Aiyuk comes and he's a problem. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Anyway, I guess we'll find out. Yeah. Aiyuk, if you're out there, keep making the 17-second videos. We love the dance moves. Again, anytime someone can do the fake going down the stairs is just elite dancing. I loved it. So thank
Brandon, you. And come on the show, man. Just
come on, dude. No, but I kind of respect it. Like, he hasn't said anything. It feels like the Niners are kind of goading him into trying to look crazy. If he came on my show and ranted for an hour, he'd look crazy. So I get it. But eventually, it's the move. All right? Eventually, it's the move, Brandon. So I'm just throwing it out there.
Once you get to Washington.
Yeah. Joey Mellon says, happy holiday, dudes. Happy holiday. Shady Luke says, haven't watched you in a while. What's up with that? When you going to come to do blue collar work with me? You looking different with the beard. Looks good. Thanks. Yeah, I went full Carhartt today. I went Carhartt on Carhartt.
I have a lot of
Carhartt on Carhartt. I'm not even sponsored by Carhartt. I just felt like wearing Carhartt today. Izzy says, shout out to Grant, best Niners reporter. Appreciate you. All right, that's enough, Brandon, for that. It was 23
Niners fan.